Welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast.
Welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast. I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
We are without Shannon this week. She's putting her Disney pass to the test and is there yet again. So shout out to Shannon.
Yeah, shout out to Shannon. Missing in action. Got to give her a little shame, you know?
Yeah, she probably hasn't read any One Piece either.
Well, neither have I. So,
Oh, dang. So shame for both of you.
yes,
Actually, shame on me too, because I have watched no Marvel.
Okay, so we all didn't do our pod homework. I don't
Not at
feel
all.
so bad then.
What other nerdy things you've been up to though?
So I haven't been doing the pod homework, but I've been doing other homework, as I just
Nice.
mentioned to you before the pod started. This is football week 1, so my mind has gone into nerding out on football. I'm in 2 fantasy drafts. I'm the commissioner of one of them. Feel good about both of my teams. So it
Nice.
should be a good year for football, and I'm ready for it to get started. Game 1 already passed on Thursday. It was a big upset. The defending champs got beat by the Detroit Lions. I knew the Detroit Lions were going to get close. I didn't expect them to beat them. So it was a good game. But moving on to what else have I been doing? One Piece. So I'm not going to lie. I did not finish the Netflix One Piece.
Oh man, you savoring it, or you just was doing other stuff?
So I was savoring it, right? I jumped back into the cartoon and I was just letting it play, you know. I said that last week, and I was really getting into the cartoon. Like I was enjoying the cartoon a lot
Nice.
more than the Netflix live action. But I'm not knocking the Netflix live action. It's a great show. It did what it's supposed to do. You kind of got to think of it like in multiverse terms. It's like this is not going to be the same exact story, so I can't get mad at it. But everything hits harder in the anime. Everything. So
Yeah.
but so I've been nerding out to One Piece. I'm gonna finish the Netflix series. But what has also taken over my week is Starfield.
Nice.
This
I
is
was
where
hoping you played it.
This is where we have the round of applause sound effect.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Starfield. I don't know if you want me to give a review now. We could wait till we get to video games, but I've been playing that a lot.
Gotcha. Yeah, we could do that in the video game section.
So what I've been on Starfield a lot, and that's pretty much it for my nerdy things. Football, One
Nice.
Piece, Starfield.
Yeah, I did finish the One Piece live action, so I only had one episode left from the last time we recorded. So beautiful ending. Definitely not mad at that adaptation. I think it's one of the best, if not the best, live action adaptation of any anime that I've seen. So, and that's not just biased as a One Piece fan. It's just was done really well. So yeah, shout out to that. And then in One Piece related, I went on a One Piece booze cruise on Labor Day. So that was last week Monday. So yeah, it was Plus Ultra Entertainment. They had a booze cruise. So it was on an actual pirate ship. So the boat was like decorated to look like a pirate ship. So that was pretty dope. They didn't have the One Piece Jolly Roger, so that would have been, you know, the icing on the cake, or at the cherry on top rather. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was like an open bar, 2-hour type of cruise. So mad fun, mad hot out there. They had a cosplay contest too. So some of the noteworthy cosplays, they had Doflamingo out there, and then Boa Hancock is actually who won it. And there was a really good Chopper cosplay that I seen too. And then I had on just like a shirt, One Piece shirt, so Trafalgar Law. But actually, a lot of people like my shirt. So, but there are people that cosplayed as Trafalgar Law. They're like, man, I wish I had that shirt instead of, you know, this Trafalgar Law cosplay. So, yeah, pretty good One Piece shirt. I should have wore it today, but yeah, I have some pictures so I can send it in.
You sure it wasn't Jonathan Majors there dressed up as Don Flamingo?
Yeah, no, it wasn't him this time. Other than that, I watched so from that top 25 list that we covered last week, if you guys listened, which I know you guys did, there was a couple animes in there I seen. So I think it was like 4 that I hadn't seen on that list. So I started off with one of them, Oran High School Host Club. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it is not top 25 material. It's an interesting show. I don't even know how to describe what it's about really. It's basically this girl, she goes to this private academy, but she's poor, and then everyone there is rich, but she's on a scholarship. So she goes into this club's room, and then she accidentally breaks a vase, so then she owes him a lot of money. So to work off her debt, she like is part of the host club, and the host club is like it's guys entertaining women. So basically, it's like a reverse harem. So like women come there to be entertained by guys. So all different tropes of guys. So you have the Lolita type guy, so like a super young looking guy. You have the moody, broody type of guy. You have these twin incestual guys. I don't know what that was about. But yeah, just different tropes of people that women would want to entertain at the high school level, I guess. So yeah, just their hijinks. And then the girl, the main character, they didn't know she was a girl at first. So that's also how she was there. So she's a girl with a shortcut that no one knew was a girl, except the guys in the club end up finding out. But she's still, one of the hosts in the club, entertaining women as they come in. So it's kind of about that. Cool show and all, but yeah, I don't think it's top 25 all time. Definitely not. So I think the next one I'll check out from there is let me pull up the list actually. It might be Monster. Because that one it wasn't short. So this one was 26 episodes or so. I think Monster was like 70 something. So that'll take me a little while to get through. But yeah, I do want to check out some more of the what people call the greats to see what I'm missing out on, or if I even agree that some of these are greats. But yeah, as far as Oran Host Club, for me, I'm probably not the target audience. I wouldn't say it's top 25 all time though. But I did cop the new TV, so I got a Samsung, so I've been watching it on that. It's on Hulu, so I just been watching it on Hulu.
Nice.
Yeah, and
You
then I
got Game
played
Pass on
Deathloop.
the TV, right?
Yeah, I actually played Gang Beasts up there. Just on my TV because I couldn't. Yeah, the controller, my PS5 controller actually was able to just Bluetooth to the TV, so I was playing Gang Beasts just to check it out. But yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, actually, so I've been playing Deathloop. I had that on PS5 and Game Pass, but I was playing it on PS5. But yeah, Deathloop. Have you played it?
I played it briefly. Yeah, so I didn't jump
Yes.
into it, but
Yeah.
I like tested it out.
Yeah, so it's on Game Pass. It's leaving the PlayStation. It says you have until September 19th, I think. I don't know if you just have to download it by then or you have to play it by then, but I'm gonna definitely beat it by then. But yeah, no, that game is super fun. So you're like an assassin. You got to take out these 8 targets. You're stuck in a time loop, and to break the time loop, you got to kill all 8 targets in a single day. But there's 4 different pieces of the map that you gotta find the people in. So you got to find them at the right time and kill them in the right order, basically, or
Mhm.
string together like the perfect day to kill all 8 people. But there's this girl, she's like your main enemy. She can come into your loop at any time and kind of try to kill you. So and then the interesting thing is you can play as the girl, so you can like intrude in on other people's games and try to kill them and destroy their loop. So yeah, it's definitely multiplayer online. I turned that part off because I didn't want any smoke. I just want to beat the game, but it's super yeah, it's super fun. But
That
yeah, she
that
does
sounds like Elden Ring vibes. Like you just playing the game, somebody just jumps in your shit just to beat your
yeah.
ass.
That's literally the main mission. So yeah, you can get online as her and then jump into other people's games, but you can turn online off. So right now I have it on just single player, but even on single player, she still comes into your thing randomly. So kind of just an RNG type of thing. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. But let's hear a little bit more about this Starfield you've been playing.
Starfield's been great, man. You got to give Microsoft Bethesda a round of applause. They did a really, really good job. You can tell a lot of work was put into that game. The graphics are amazing. Definitely gives you Elden Ring and space vibes. A lot of walking around and talking to people and just exploring places and picking up quests. And you don't really have to follow the beaten path of the story, the main story. There's like a ton of other stuff to do, and like I know when I got to my like the intro happened, you get to your first planet, and like the main quest is like the homegirl was like, "Yo, we're gonna go on this quest, and I'm gonna be like stuck with you until we, do what we got to do." And I'm just like, "Wait, hold up." It's a big commitment for this game. And I ended up running around this planet for like 3 days, just like doing side quests, picking up stuff. There's like places where you could get a job. I joined different factions. And, I'm a level 6, not barely even did anything in the game. But I just haven't left this. I'm trying to do as much as I can on this first planet. And I think I've reached the point where I'm about to take off and do other stuff and continue the game. But I really am enjoying it. All the skills and stuff. And not to and another thing, like playing D&D,
Mhm.
it's given me a new appreciation for like role playing video games because D&D is giving me a different perspective on like role playing. Like it's more about like who you want to be in this world and interacting with everything. And video game is more like action reward, task reward. You're doing everything for some type of reward, and
Yeah.
it's not always like that. You gotta like enjoy the experience. So like, it changed my perspective on how I play role playing video games. And but I do have to say, I am still really, really disappointed that I cannot fly, land my ship, get out, walk around the whole planet, no cutscene. Like it's a lot of loading screens. It's a lot of going into like instance based gaming, meaning you just load into this area, and if you go into it could be a huge area, but there's a limit to it. Eventually, you would have to load into another area, like especially on the planet. You can't just like the different areas on the planet, you got to like load into them. Hey, I want to select this place, go here. If you're going to a different star system, you plot on a course. It's just a lot of button pressing and loading screens. I actually jumped in back into No Man's Sky this week just to fly my plane and and landed on a planet and just go from one planet to another planet, no loading screen. Yeah. And I actually watched a YouTube video of there was a girl, I forget her name. She tried to fly to Pluto and she ended up getting there in Starfield and ended up flying through it. And then she was kind of stuck in Pluto. So she discovered that they're just big um empty spheres. And it took her like 7 hours to fly to it.
Right.
So they're not meant to be flown to. But otherwise, the mechanics, the way the spaceships look, the way they fly, the way they fight, like I like it. I like it a lot. It just would have been a lot more immersive, and if you're making a space exploration game, like we want to land our ship. We want to be pilots, and you know what I mean? So that's the only knock I have against Starfield. Everything else is AAA, but it would have been perfect if we could just land, like fly onto the planet.
Yeah, like one true single map.
Right.
Gotcha. Well, we got some new game news that you might be interested in here. GTA 6 is rumored to cost $150.
Oh man, I can't wait.
Yeah. Are you a big Grand Theft Auto fan?
Oh yeah. I'm a huge Grand Theft Auto fan. I just don't like their monetization.
Oh
Uh
man, well, monetization is
so
the name of the game now because yeah, it rumor has it here. It says that the price for Grand Theft Auto 6 will reportedly cost $2 billion to develop, but the Rockstar will be charging 150. This is all rumor now. It's not confirmed, but at the price tag of 150, that is very unprecedented, and I hope that we do not set that standard moving forward.
listen, I'll tell you this, for GTA, if they get rid of like all the microtransactions and online play, and like there was a decent way for you to get money, and then and just buy all the stuff you want to buy with in-game currency, you don't have to constantly put real dollars into the game to just buy cars and houses, virtual stuff that makes, I would pay 150 for it.
Ooh, okay.
GTA
Wait,
5 has enough content. If they said, yo, this game is 150, but you don't have to worry about buying a whole bunch of GTA money. There's a way to get money in the game. Like you can, whatever rewards in the game are a lot more, you can get money and you don't have any problem affording all the stuff in the game. And we're going to keep adding all the new cars and all these things to it. I think that's worth 150.
gotcha. So you're saying if 150, you get everything, that's a deal for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I don't know because they have a subscription service right now, like where if you pay monthly, they give you GTA cash, and I'm not sure if the amount they're giving you is like how much can I get with that? You know what I mean? That would play a part in it, but I think 150 worth it to not have all those microtransactions and have to spend like if you want like a real good car in GTA, that's almost like $20. Like you have to like I forgot if it's like 20 or 50, but it's like some ridiculous number. I'm not paying $20 to get one car in GTA. That's crazy.
Gotcha. Well, 2K24 just dropped and they have a $150 VC bundle. So you get 700,000 VC for $150. This is after you buy the game. So you still have to pay your, was it $70 to get the base game. And then you want 700,000 VC you're gonna shell out $150 more. So
Yeah.
yeah, this
2K24
this
is
is
another
sounding
one
crazy.
with the
Yeah, they
microtransactions. We need to get rid of them. There's no way I'm buying a game to put more money into the game for you to give me virtual items for my game. So that my character can look cool. I have to spend more money in the game. And I can't just do it the old school way of earning really cool looking gear. So like when you see somebody in the game, it's like, oh man, he had to go through it to get that piece.
yeah.
When now it's just like, oh, he probably just bought that, and now you got a whole bunch of goofy looking characters because you just buy stuff. I think it was a lot better you earning it, grinding it out. It forced players to
Yeah.
play the game. Like I don't, but then I also get the whole if you could get 5 to 10% to just constantly buy stuff for the game, it might be worth it. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching a couple people stream it when it did drop, and then yeah, they got to max level kind of as soon as they opened the game, which I think that's kind of lame. Is you can just pay to upgrade your player. So I think level 40 is the max level. So yeah, I think that cost was like to the tune of 150 or so. Yeah, so it was a couple hundred, well, like $100 something to get your player to max level kind of as soon as you open the game. So now you have the best stats walking around because you paid your way to get there. So I don't think it's a good
It's lame.
system. I mean, yeah, they're making their money, but yeah, what happened to skill?
What happened to player experience? What happened is like it's all about the money. Like it's not about making a good game anymore.
Nah. But speaking of making good games, we had the Nintendo Switch 2 was demoed for developers at Gamescom.
That's what I
So
heard.
yep, it sounded like there is confirmed a Nintendo Switch 2. It's gonna have some beefier target specs. It was just a technical demo, so they haven't suggested any games that'll be released. But yeah, do be on the lookout for a new Switch. And they say it's
Yeah.
supposedly coming later next year. So late 2024, we could be getting a new Nintendo Switch.
I think in a video I saw they said that they had rumored showing Zelda in running at 60 frames, like just with upgraded graphics and stuff like that. All I gotta say is it better like be beefy or beefier than the Steam Deck and ROG Ally. It has to.
Yeah, it definitely has some solid competition to stand against now because yeah, at first they kind of cornered the market of handheld mobile gaming as far
Yeah,
as
it's
like
a different
AAA
day.
studio. Yeah. So aside from like phones, of course, but yeah, when you're talking just handheld consoles now, they've got some legit competition. So I think
And
it's
you
time
know
to
what's interesting now that I think about it? Because like I feel like Microsoft and Game Pass and Xbox, all of that stuff has um gave it an incentive for like hardware companies to produce all these handhelds. Like there's like thousands of choices of different handhelds that are like the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally. It's kind of ridiculous. And Microsoft and Nintendo seem to have like a buddy buddy relationship, like, media wise. Like they're talking about there's rumors of them partnering up for something. Um, so that's just interesting to me, that whole dynamic.
yeah, definitely for sure.
But
So
just a funny story. The same person that flew to the Starfield planet, she posted a video about people flaming her because she was playing Starfield and she works for a Sony PlayStation developer. I forgot the name of the studio, Santa
mm,
Monica. So she was explaining on the video that like in the video game industry there really isn't that like hostile competition thing. Like everyone's working, like there's people that go from Sony to Microsoft and vice versa all the time. Sony employees are playing Starfield, Microsoft employees are playing God of War. Like it's not like that. Like gamers want a game, and like yeah, the externals
yeah.
look like it's beef and competition, but inside it's totally different. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Because at work, I don't work directly with the Xbox team. I think they work on the West Coast. But I mean, inside our offices, we do have other consoles. So we have a Nintendo Switch in there. We actually have a Super Nintendo too at my actual office, like my team room. We have a Super Nintendo in there. So yeah, I mean, there's no kind of animosity, at least with just Microsoft employees. I imagine the proper Xbox employees, they're playing, other stuff too. So yeah, I think the beef is really just on the consumers of yeah,
It
I
is.
think it's totally on the consumers. I think within the gaming industry, people just want to have play fun games, uh, get their fair pay, and also not be stressed out. Like the creator of Only Up. who has now delisted the game from the Steam platform because they have been so stressed out. Did you play Only Up ever?
No, I haven't. What's the story there?
All right, so it was one of the bigger games in 2023, at least to watch people stream. So it was listed on Steam. And the objective of the game is to kind of climb as high as you can.
Hmm. Oh yeah, I've
So
seen videos about it. Right.
yeah, so you're just a person, climbing up random stuff, trying to make it up to the top. And a lot of people were doing speed run streams and stuff like that, or just trying to see if they can make it without falling off.
Hmm.
So it was really, really popular for a while. But I don't say it's declined in popularity because I mean people still play it, but it's not, people aren't making content on it as often as they were. But yeah, it's actually been officially delisted because the developer, who happens to be a solo developer, said it was under too much stress, so they've decided to delist the game altogether. Which
That's
is
weird.
yeah, that's crazy. And instead of their first experience in game development as a solo developer, they were just doing it for creativity to test themselves out and then to see where you can make mistakes. Which I mean, he put out certainly a banger for his first, foray into game development. But he said he has been under a lot of stress because, of course, people want more content and stuff like that. Like, hey, when is there going to be, expansions and stuff like that? So people are bombarding him with like how to expand or also just bug fixes and stuff like that. So as a solo person, yeah, I can imagine, have I want to say they had up to 280,000 concurrent viewers, which translates to even more people playing it. So that many
Mhm.
people, looking at your game, talking about, hey, can I get more? And you're just a
Right.
one man team. I would definitely start folding. They want to take a break too, but to completely delist it is I don't
Yeah,
say
like
it's crazy, but
I wonder, like, what kind of constant maintenance does he have to do? Like, I wonder if like he could have just kept it up and just not like whatever bugs are in it. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
I
why'd you
think that's
have
the
to
route I'd have
delist
taken.
it? Because the people who have it can still play it. It's just players who want to play it now can't play it, and it's kind of weird.
Yeah. So he said he's going to take a break from just kind of game development, and then he's working on a new title called Kith. But yeah, I mean, I'd have kept it up and just said, hey, this thing is no longer being supported. What you get is what you get if you do buy it off the
Right.
Steam store.
There's a ton of
Um,
games like that. To
yeah, a
delist
lot.
it
Yeah.
is unless it was a required thing on Steam that like, yo, if your game's on here, you gotta update it.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
might
That
it might
that I
have
can
been
see.
something in
Yeah.
the contract.
That makes a lot more sense now. You
Mhm.
can't just leave something up there for dead. So that would actually make sense. But yeah, to be stressed out to the point that you need to make that decision to delist it. One, good on him because he did what was best for him. But yeah, I mean, he had a majorly popular hit and decided to do what was best for him, take it off the store. And now he's going to be focusing on this next game. Once he does get a chance. I actually did want to play Only Up, but I never got around to it. So
I
maybe
feel like I
it'll come back
watched
at some point.
I watched an Instagram or TikTok about like a gamer. He was climbing. He was doing a own. I don't know if it was a speed run, but he had got like stupid high, and it showed him when he fell off and how he rage quit.
Yeah, I saw
So,
I saw a lot of raging behind that game.
yeah, but it seems like a cool game.
Yeah, I doubt there'll be any sequel to that, but it does seem like we may get a sequel to the season one of One Piece. So the live action,
Oh yeah.
we have the season two scripts are officially complete.
Hmm. I don't know how with the writer's strike. That's mad suspect, but maybe it's Japanese based, so it's not US based writers. I don't know. Because we know the creator of
Yeah,
One Piece is heavily involved. I actually watched a video about him like he was really involved with the writing of this with the show. He made them rewrite stuff. Like,
nice.
yeah. They have a video of him meeting the guy who plays
Oh,
Luffy.
Luffy. Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that. That was
And it
that was
was like
definitely heartwarming
real,
there.
yeah. That's really dope that he was really that involved. I love it.
Yeah. So here in the article it says that the scripts are ready and the episodes could air 12 to 18 months after the strikes end. So yeah, the writer's strike is still affecting it, even though the scripts are done. Uh So no telling when the strikes will end, but it does seem like they're waiting on that to conclude before they start doing
Yeah,
any filming.
we can't stop it at one season, and we can't have I don't think this show needs like a 1 year, 2 year wait. Like we need the seasons to come back to back. Like there's so much to cover. They need to like we got to get this Netflix One Piece rolling.
Yeah, right.
A
Yeah.
lot of demand for it right now.
As long as people are getting paid, keep it rolling.
Yeah.
I think that's really what it all comes down to.
I thought it was cool in the Netflix series how like some of the fights that got skipped, like they kind of threw it in there. Like we didn't get to see the Django, the guy who was walking backward, who's dressed like Michael Jackson, but we got to see what's the captain that the greatest swordsman he
Oh, Mihawk.
uh Meat Hawk. So he defeated somebody, and they showed him defeated on the ground, and it was somebody that Luffy fought in the anime. Like he doesn't get defeated by that swordsman in the anime.
I think that
You
was supposed to
know
be Don Craig.
the guy, yeah, Don Craig, the guy with the shield.
Yeah.
Yes. So they show him defeated in the live action series when really in the anime, Luffy's the one who defeats him. And that I like how they just threw that in there. Like, yo, we didn't forget about him. It's just like, yo, this is
Yeah.
how we had to switch it around.
We got some
I
other
like
stuff
that.
going on, but yeah, they're still definitely including some of the major players. So yeah, big, huge W for the One Piece live action. So glad to hear that the scripts are done, and then the writer strike is still affecting a lot. We've also got no updates about whether or not video games will be affected too. But I did pre-order Spider-Man, so stay tuned for that. It's supposed to be
Pay the
dropping next
voice
month, so
actors. Pay
pay
the
everybody. And the crazy thing is, all these streaming services prices keep steadily increasing. So I don't know what the added increases are going to, if they're not going to the actors, but yeah, they got to get it together. So in other news, when it comes to movies, we have Studio Ghibli. Hayao Miyazaki has announced that he is no longer retiring from making Studio Ghibli movies. He's going to be coming back with another banger. So, do you watch Studio Ghibli movies at all?
They are not my forte. I feel like I've heard about them. I've probably seen some, but they're not like I'm running to the Ghibli movies, you know?
Yeah, I'm actually the same way. So I'll catch it like if it's on, but I typically don't go out my way to watch them. There are some that are on my watch list that I've been meaning to check out. So something like Howl's Moving Castle, The Boy and the Heron. I think that's his most recent movie, and was rumored. Well, at first it was announced that would be his last movie, but he's since come out and said, hey, I'm not done. So he's stepping back into the ring. He's pulling a Tom Brady here, and he's coming back to the movie frontier.
Nice, nice. It's good to hear. Always supporting the new content. Give us what we want. Just like Attack on Titan. Soon gonna premiere. I'm waiting for that. It's leaking into my
Yeah.
algorithm. I'm seeing a lot of Attack on Titan stuff. I'm ready for it.
Oh, nice. Did they announce when it's dropping?
Yeah,
Let's
it's
see.
supposed to drop, I think, October 10th. And I think the English dub is coming out at the same time, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, next month.
Yeah. So we
Wow.
are here.
Attack on
September.
Titan.
Uh, this year? No, this is not the one. But yeah, it's coming. It's coming very soon. Next month, I think.
All right. So the dub will be here September 10th, 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. So by the time you guys listen to this, the dub of season 4, part 3 will be out, or season 4, part
Oh,
3,
I'm about to
part
watch
1.
Attack on Titan
Yeah,
today. With football. Oh
that
man, this is crazy.
yeah, you're about to have a great day here.
Save some for Monday. I don't know.
There's a couple other things on my watch list I want to get to, that I've been stalling on, but yeah, it's just so many things to watch, so little time.
Yeah, I know you're going back into the greatest of all time list. I'm trying to get the list of animes that are potentially going to be animated this year. So I want to try and be familiar with some of them so that when we talk about it, could have a
Oh yeah, some of
nice
those little
little
releases.
breakdown of it. So yeah,
Hopefully Shannon's
that's where I'm
watched
at.
Oshinoko by now, because that was a banger.
Yeah, Shannon. If you don't finish Oshinoko, I know you're at Disney, but when you get back, you gotta binge that one.
Yeah, we know you
Gotta
got the
talk
pass and
about
all,
that.
but while you're waiting in line, maybe pop in an episode on your phone.
Yeah, yeah. We need to talk about that one.
Yeah, or on your flight, Fine, make the time. Make the time to watch Oshinoko.
Hmm.
What other things? I'm trying to think of what else I was supposed to be watching or getting caught up on. There's a lot of different things that I need to check out. And then
Yeah,
my
I think
gaming backlog.
I gotta finish up Jujutsu season 2. I think I got like 2 episodes of MASH. I hear the manga of My Hero is going crazy.
It
So
is.
I gotta catch up to that. People are pissed off at Black Clover right now.
Oh, I didn't even watch that movie yet, so I need to watch the movie for that.
They said where it's at in the manga right now is near the end, and everybody's just getting stupid power upgrades and like stuff is happening. And like, yeah. I don't want to give away too much, but there's a lot of fans mad at the Black Clover writer right now.
Yeah, I need to get caught up in that one. Well, to watch the movie. I haven't been reading the manga, but I think after I watch the movie, that might decide if I do pick it up or not.
A
Um,
lot of
I
Dragon
need to
Ball
find
Super.
that. I need to read. I need to finish my adventure with Superman. I think I have one episode left, but
Oh
since I got a
yeah,
new TV, I got to log back into HBO Max, and I don't remember what
I
the
gotta
password
finish
is.
that.
So yeah, I got to finish that. And then oh, I'm watching Adventure Time too. So the new Adventure Time with Fiona and Cake. I think there's a new episode, so it's like 3 episodes out total now. But yeah, a lot of different stuff to watch that I
Did you
got to get caught
see
up
that The
in.
Boys is coming out with a spinoff, Gen V?
I heard about it. I don't really watch The Boys, but I did see it across my timeline one day.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff, man. I gotta get back in touch with like the new shows and stuff coming out.
And Infamous is coming back, I think, next year.
Oh, I just watched the trailer, Monarch of Monsters. So there's a new Godzilla movie, I think, coming out on Apple Plus. It looks pretty cool. It looks like one of
Gotcha.
those. Marvel also released the season 2 episode list and description for What If. So we can talk about that next pod, and
Oh, nice.
if you want to do theories or whatever. But there is an episode list and description. I've heard briefly some stuff. I think there's an episode where like Gamora might kill Thanos instead of vice versa. There was something else in there. I forgot, but yeah, we could break it down on another episode. But I thought that was cool.
Gotcha. And wait, when's that dropping?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure when it's dropping. I know next up is Loki. I'm here for Loki, and real quick. I know
Definitely.
we haven't been following Jonathan Majors' case closely, but there was another update. He had a court appearance at the beginning of the month. They're delaying it a week, I think. I think he goes back like soon. But free my boy, man. Innocent until proven guilty. There's overwhelming evidence that he is innocent. So let's get that out the way and get this dirt off his resume.
Yeah. The interesting thing is, if he is found, innocent, legally, officially, then it'll be in the midst of a writer strike. So then, like, what happens there? Do we just, kind of figure out contracts from there, or are people even doing
Yeah,
contracts and
so
stuff right now?
in
That's
my
closed. So,
opinion, the writer strike helped him. It was gonna help, like as long as he gets through this, he will be. It won't like everything's been delayed. You know what I mean? I feel like he didn't miss out on much. Even the stuff that he might get picked back up for the stuff he got dropped off of. Who knows?
oh yeah, because there definitely has not been any filming going on.
And
So,
there's definitely been a shift in the way people are talking about this case, the way they're reporting it. It's a lot less biased right now. In the beginning, it was crazy how your boy was getting dirt thrown on his name. But this is a country where you're innocent until proven guilty. So I don't like that type of stuff where everybody's just like, oh, he's a monster. Look at this. Look at his past. Everyone says he did this, but then now he's about to lay all of that to rest with all the overwhelming evidence he has. Yes,
maybe walking free here soon, and then get back to
sir.
filming. So, we may
Get
have some
back.
Marvel stuff to watch. Actually, yeah, the whole next phase may be pushed back. But in the meantime, we'll have Invincible season 2, which is coming out November 3rd. So
Yes,
be on the
sir.
lookout for that. Yeah, it's already we're in the middle of September right now. But yeah, next month we get Spider-Man that drops, and then Invincible season 2, November 3rd. So there's a lot of stuff to be watched at the moment. While there are still delays and stuff going on. So you can catch up on your backlogs. You can watch some of the new things that do happen to still be coming out, and even play some of the games that you've been sitting on. So we'll make this a productive writer strike season.
Right. And the Marvels is coming out soon. So that's the
Oh, that too.
next
Yeah, I forgot
Marvel
about that.
movie. So, and there should be a DC something coming out. Is Craven coming out soon?
Oh yeah, it should be Craven the Bounty Hunter. He's in Spider-Man, so I'll see him there. in October.
Yes, so I'm here for all of that stuff.
Gotcha. Well, any other things you want to drop before we end this thing?
Nope, that's all I got.
Well, guys, short week, short. It's not too much nerdy things going on. You know, it happens when Shannon leaves. You know, not a lot happens. So, I think the nerd news is tapped in with Shannon. So, when she's here, things tend to be going on. When she's not, there's not too much going on. So, just us two guys, you know, talking about things we've been doing. We did cover some news though, and talk about some video games. So we gave you guys some stuff to look forward to. But yeah, other than that, thanks for listening. I'm James. And Jaja might not be paying attention. Oh, wait, did he disconnect?
I think so.
Oh, wait, you're
It
back now.
went black. It went black screen for me. I
Gotcha.
thought the recording was ending.
No worries. We can end it on that note. You guys know where to follow us. Listen on your favorite podcast listening place of choice. Follow all our socials. We'll drop the screen of it. But yeah, until next time, see you guys.
Later. Nice.
Yeah.